Action.
Alright, this next question. My husband was an alcoholic way before when we married. He was very good at hiding it. We've been married for 15 years. I have a growing hate inside of me. He has ruined every special occasion, our social life, you name it. I can't even count on him to take our son to soccer practice without drinking. When I look at him, I burn with anger because I took him back after 13 months of separation. He promised he'd change. I feel so stupid. I know this is not a healthy way for a family to live. If it were not for our children, I'd be long gone. What can I do?
Well, been there, done that. Know how she feels, you know.
Oh, you do? And how come is that?
Been there, done that. But not to make light of how she feels, because the most important thing that I would want her to know is this: don't beat yourself up over the actions of another person. The thing that people that are living with an alcoholic do is they tend to take responsibility for the actions of the drinker. And you're not responsible for him starting drinking again, as you know, that it's been called a sickness or disease or whatever of ignorance. And that just means that you did the best you could at the time. That's what you knew. You did what you knew, and that's what happened. Move on. Move on. Don't hold feelings of responsibility within you and beat yourself up like that.
When you say move on, you don't mean leave.
No, I'm
Marriage.
not. No, I'm
Okay.
saying move on from detach from your feelings
Okay.
of responsibility. You know, you're doing the right thing for writing in. You know, I have to applaud you for that. You know, you're doing the right thing. And because that's what you want to be doing. You want to be reaching out to proper sources for education. This is what we try to do, is educate. Because look, you can't make somebody stop drinking. And this is the thing that people do. And they go to counselors, and counselors say, do this, do that. But you know, we try not to do that, and we don't want to be doing that, and we don't do that. We don't tell people specific steps in these videos. What we do is we teach principles, and the principle is, again, to don't take responsibility. It's his problem. And right now, you're bearing the burden of his problem. And look, I know what you're going through. Living with alcoholism can be a living hell if you allow it to be. Now, I know that may sound kind of funny right now, but as you keep learning and praying and studying and moving, and I don't know if you haven't pardon me, read the How to Detach from an Alcoholic ebook yet, I really strongly suggest that you do so. Because, you know, you have 24 hours in a day, and you have a life too. And to be sitting here carrying this heavy burden, I'll tell you, that's like the worst thing. And people don't realize, they think it's the right thing for them to carry that burden. Mm-hmm. Oh, poor me, look what I have to put up with. And it seems right. It seems right. Well, look what I have to live with. But remember that we can control, not circumstances we have no control over, but we can control how we react to circumstances. And what helps with that, I'm not saying it's all mental, although a lot of it is. Obviously, there's some spiritual issues and there's wisdom and understanding. But, you know, start bringing that focus back to yourself. And what was the other thing here? I know this is not a healthy way for a family to live, correct? If it were not for our children, I'd be long gone. I can't count on him to take our son to soccer practice without our children. See, right there.
Soccer practice without drinking.
Without drinking. So, but if it were not for our children, I'd be long gone. Look, just a few years ago, there was a case of 3 teenage sons and a drinking father that was driving and drinking and buying them beer and all that, and they got in a car wreck, and all 3 of the sons died, and the alcoholic lived. I'm saying that to say that the scenario of having your children are in danger. You know, you say you're staying with them because of your children, but yet you're putting your children are in danger. Excuse me, I'm not blaming you. I'm saying your children are in danger.
I wouldn't let him drive with the children anywhere.
Well, you know, I'm just saying they're in danger. They're in danger of dying in a car accident. So see, there was 2 strong points here. You're not responsible for the drinker, and the boundary lines are not there. You think you're doing the right thing and staying in a situation because of the children, but yet because the children are there, they're getting put in a dangerous situation. Now that's a principle.
So she should make boundaries of him not driving with the children.
Yeah. That's a principle, you know. You can't allow that to those children. There is another parent there, and you can't allow the children. Whatever it is, look, if you need personal counseling, this is a very, very
touchy and delicate subject.
Delicate, yes, thank you. A very delicate issue that needs to be handled. Christ-based counseling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for writing. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.